he had to put me through the first year. And then Marcel joined me down here. She said, Tommy, you're working too hard. I had to put up with that guy. Let me help out. So she moved in with me. And before, where's Alicia, our daughter? Alicia, before you get too shocked about that, knowing your grandparents, both your Irish grandparents, your French grandparents, we got married before Mom moved in with me. But Tommy, thank you for carrying me over the hoops until then. And Marcel, thank you for carrying me for, well, in August, 56 years. I want to thank the band for playing all my favorite songs. Tina, how many years now? 11? This band? No, this band. 11. The band. 11 years for the band.
We've done this since 1986.
They know the story, which some of you may, a lot of you have already know, but I'm going to tell it again anyway. Marcel and I used to sit near the sound manager on stage at Grateful Dead concerts, as one does. Jerry Garcia liked it that we'd park our car with Vermont license plate 1 under the stage and sneak out a little bit early because we didn't really fit the bill of the average deadhead. So we're there one night, Sting is warming up the crowd. And he's doing a great job, and there's a phone, this back, too many cell phones, phone in the back. Somebody comes and says, it's for me. I go, and it's a White House operator. So please hold for the Secretary of State. Okay. And by now, Sting is really hitting his group. When Christopher comes on, rest his soul, he says, Pat, could you turn that radio down? I said, Chris, it's Sting. Dead silence. Sting, the rock star. Dead silence. Marcel and I are on stage at a Grateful Dead concert. Sting is warming up the crowd. I see. And while you're at your rock and roll concert, would you have a moment to speak with the President of the United States? You say right here. So Bill Clinton goes on and says, Pat, where are you? So, Mr. President, we're at a Grateful Dead concert. I wish I was there with you. I said, no. The whole thing changes if you were here, if I could smell the marijuana smoke. Not from us. From all those young people. We're there. But it was fun. And Tommy, one of the dinners, I believe you may have been there, and Sting was there. He came up and asked me if he'd heard about that story. He now has fun telling the story. Unlike some stories that we can tell, this has the advantage of being true. But the band here is wonderful, and they know that my favorite of the Grateful Dead song is Black Muddy River, so thank you for playing it. And we do, like we were at the U2 concert on Monday night, and that was fun. And I will get my hearing back any day now. In fact, it was actually good not having the hearing back yet, because I've been managing the appropriations bills on the floor along with Dick Shelby. And we're trying to bring the Appropriations Committee, several of you have asked me about this, bring the Appropriations Committee back to where it should be, where we actually pass bills, kind of a novel idea. And several senators have come up and they said, Pat, we'd like to add, what'd you say? I was at a Grateful Dead concert, I can't hear what you said. And we had actually a victory this afternoon. The White House had decided they would have us rubber stamp a rescission where to take out the money for childhood health and a few other of those things where they needed the money to pay for the tax cuts, and they lost. The Republican-controlled Congress by one vote. By one vote. And Democrats had voted against it, but we were in the minority, and 2 Republicans joined it. In a way, I think there was a sigh of relief by the Republican leadership, because now we're going back. I'll be back early tomorrow morning. We'll just mark up some more, without sounding too much like the geek on these things. I'll write up 2 more appropriations bills. We will have them all done, and we will vote them up or down on the floor of the Senate, and then go to conference. It seems to be somewhat shocking the other body that we're actually doing it. They know they're going to have to do conference on, but I feel why be in the United States Senate if you don't actually do your job? And one of the things we're doing in bringing pressure, aside from this, is to get back to the morality of what our country should be. And if you look at children being put in cages, and don't call them detention rooms, they are cages.
Right.
I've seen animals kept in cages that look like that. That's not the America that beckoned my grandparents from Italy, or Marcel's parents from Canada. That's not the America I want to serve. That's not the America that so many of you have fought for. That's not the America we know and love. We need a country that says we have diversity in this country, and diversity is made us strong. We don't have just one religion. We don't have just one race. We don't have just one political ideology. When you have diversity and you guarantee it, you guarantee democracy. And we have got to get back to that. We can't have the days when my father at the age of 13, and my grandfather, Patrick Leahy, in Stone Carver in Barrie, Vermont, died. And my father had to go to work. And the signs were, no Irish need apply, or no Catholic need apply. Vermont, thank God, has changed from those days. But the whole country should be changed. We don't need religious bans. We don't need racial bans. We don't need economic bans. We are the United States of America.
Yes.
And lastly,
yes. Thank you.
when the Attorney General tells you we got to follow the law of the Bible, I would remind him to read the whole Bible. Read the part and suffer the little children unto me. Don't hide, love thy neighbor. Don't hide behind platitudes. Be Americans. Be what America means. Be what we fought to have a country of diversity and honesty and openness. And let's hope this fall more people will be elected to do that. I thank you for letting me be here.
Thank you.